All right, guys, I'm getting my little WPL Jimny out. I had it on the shelf kind of hidden behind a few other RCs, and I literally forgot about it for a few months. Now I did paint it. Let me know if you like this color. This is very much similar to the same color of my Suzuki Samurai I had a long time ago. I miss that Samurai. That thing would just go anywhere. And these vehicles are little. Now in the USA, United States, they were called Suzuki Samurais. Everywhere else in the world, they were called Jimnys. It's the same exact vehicle. Nothing different, just a different title, I guess. Anyway, got a cool interior. Of course, the driver's on the passenger side because this is, I guess, a European version because it is the Jimny. But I got a 10th scale figure in there, and this is a true 1/10 scale RC, and yes, it looks very small. Now this video don't do it any justice because I don't have it next to anything else. But it is small. But the Jimnys were really small anyway, or the Samurais, they were just small vehicles. If you look in there, you can see how big the figure is and how big the seats are. So it's correct in scale. It's a true scale. Now it's not like, you can't put this up next to like a Lexan body, just a big kind of off scale crawler. You know, this is a scaler. So there's quite a difference between crawlers and scalers and trail trucks and stuff, but I'm not going to get into all that right now. But anyway, I did of course I painted it. I added a Hobbywing 1060 on this one, and put a 3S lipo to it. I hooked up a Flysky GT5 for my radio transmitter, and this little thing's been a beast. I left the stock tires. I love the wheels. They're the best wheels and tires that WPL has put on any model that I have bought, and I have probably 12 WPLs, if not more. But they're foam filled, nice and soft. I absolutely love these tires. I wish they would start putting this type of wheel and tire on all of them, and you know, change the tread up, you know, on each one, but at least put this compound and these soft foams. They work great. I left the stock axles, which I plan on changing them out sooner or later, but because I think, yeah, this looks like it has the same WPL plastic inside the axle that I don't really care for, the bushings. But I haven't drove this a whole lot since I painted it and upgraded it, so I haven't had time for the bushings to wear out yet. But I do recommend changing the axles out on these if you can. I did put metal drive shafts, and this is the stock 370 motor with the single gear transmission that WPL makes, and it introduced me to their 370s lineup and their transmission they make with that, and that's what I bought and used for my WPL blue FJ40 Jeep. And it's just an excellent little motor and transmission setup for the price. I mean, you can get the thing for under 20 bucks, and it can handle 3S wonderfully, and it has a very nice slow modulation. You know, yeah, and they make the 2-speed version too. You can get that, and that's really good too for crawlers, and it depends on what you're doing. For trailing, I really like the single gear because it's got enough slow modulation for just crawling over logs and stuff, but also it's got that you gotta, you know, when I'm on trails, I gotta have a little bit extra speed. Sometimes logs and sticks will roll, and you got to have that speed to get up to fight that rolling on them and stuff, and sometimes you might get stuck in the mud, and it's nice to have that extra power. That's why I like 3S in a lot of my rigs too. But this thing does have a nice slow run to it. It's got a nice scale look too. I do need to add a license plate, but the cool thing is, it surprised me, is how well these it does not have shocks on it. It only has leaf springs. And these are some of the best working leaf springs out of all my leaf spring trucks, and they're some of the cheapest ones. It's crazy how well they work and how well they flex. And they made them above axle, which that's what I like. I only like my leaves to be above axle. And but they're nice and soft. I don't know if you can't really tell, but yeah, it's really soft leaves, and they work really well. They have a nice flow about them, and the way it rocks, very, very real like, but they're not so stiff that it makes it bounce too much, so it gives it a more of a flow like an oil shock does. So I really like these leafs. This has made me appreciate leafs more since I've had this one, and I just love the way it flows. And I know they make a model that doesn't have the leaf springs. They put shocks on it, which I'm gonna get that one because I like the way the body's styled. It's got a like a soft top look about it. I think I'll get me one of those. But I really don't mind these leaves on this. Honestly, I would probably prefer these leaves on this than I would that one with the shocks, and that's very unheard of for me. Normally, almost always, 99% of the time, I'm going for shocks. I want oil shocks in all my rigs if I can. But yeah, if leaves are done just right, and there's very rare occasions, I really like them. But this thing, it flexes nice. But the speed of it, the top speed, see, I can go nice and slow. I like the 370 for sure. That's about the slow. I can go a little slower than that, but the top speed, yeah, little thing's got just enough power and pep to get me out of sticky situations. And that's what I like in my trail trucks. I love a low speed modulation, low speed, but I also like a nice top speed, not like super fast, but that extra power to get up and over, you know, obstacles that you know, like wet, especially wet roots and you know, stuff like that, and mud. But this little thing just does it. It's a really, really capable little budget-friendly trail truck, and it's very scale. I really love the scale, the scaleness of it. This thing is one of my few that are true scale RCs. That everything is scale looking on it, and I didn't have to hardly alter anything to make it look cool. But anyway, and if you like this video, hit me up, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. You got any questions or comments, you know, hit me up in the comment section. Hope you guys are all doing well. And as always, thank you for everything.